hoping it might draw something back. He barely slept. The jungle pulsed with sounds, howls, cracks, far-off calls and again, faint whispers. In the morning, he rushed to check the camera footage. Most of it showed nothing, just trees swaying and insects crawling. But at 3:27 a.m., a single frame sent shivers through him. It captured a pale, human-shaped figure standing partially behind a tree. The face was slightly turned, eyes wide, skin ghostly white and no pupils. Mark dropped the camera. His hands shook as he replayed the frame over and over, trying to convince himself it was a trick of the light or a smear on the lens, but deep down, he knew. This was no animal. This was no rescue. Something was walking through the forest at night. Something that knew his daughter's voice. Something that wanted him to follow. The locals had warned him about the mimics, about voices that lured people deeper until they were never seen again. But Mark wasn't ready to believe it. Not yet. He still believed Sophie and Emily were out there somewhere. But now, a much darker question began to creep into his thoughts. If that voice wasn't Sophie's, then what was it? After nearly a month in the jungle, Mark's appearance had changed drastically. His face sunburned and hollow, eyes sunken with sleeplessness, clothes torn and stained with mud and sweat. Locals who saw him described him as haunted. He spent every waking moment walking in circles, retracing trails, speaking to trees, and marking signs in the dirt. Word of his obsessive search began to spread beyond the local rescue teams, and reached the nearby Tucano tribe, who rarely interacted with outsiders. One morning, as Mark sat by the riverbank, half delirious and staring at Sophie's photo, he was approached by an elderly man with painted cheeks and eyes that seemed to hold centuries of knowledge. His name was Tupai, a revered shaman. Tupai did not speak English, but with the help of a translator, he asked Mark a single question: "Did you hear the voices?" When Mark nodded slowly, the old man grew visibly distressed. He explained, in measured tones, that the part of the jungle where Emily and Sophie had disappeared bordered a region the Tucano refused to enter at Tehasile, or the Silent Land. According to legend, this area was cursed, inhabited by a spirit known as Yara, the she who sings. Yara, he said, lures people with the voices of those they love most. Once a person hears the voice and follows it, they are never truly themselves. Again, the tribe believes that the jungle doesn't just consume people, it transforms them. Mark listened, torn between disbelief and dread. Tupai showed him a crude map burned into a piece of bark. The Silent Land was marked with vines, eyes, and an open mouth. He warned that those who entered would see things that weren't there, or worse, see things that wanted to be seen. Tupai then gave Mark a charm made of woven reeds and feathers, instructing him never to remove it. "It won't stop the spirit," the translator said, "but it might confuse it by you time."